Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It's Garland here bringing you another Neverwinter video. And today's topic of the video is going to be a tutorial and guide on how to do guild mark farming. Now I have put a video out on this before 3 years ago, back in 2016 or 2017. I don't know, you can check the video to see. I'm actually going to link that video in the description if you've never seen that video. You might want to go watch it. You'll get a kick out of it. It was back when my channel was very early on. So now throughout the timeline, we've moved down, we've progressed. Now the same technique is what we're going to be doing in the video that I released all that time ago. However, I wanted to come back and redo the video as we are exchanging new assets than we used to. So the game has progressed throughout the years, so we have to make a few modifications. So here we are, we're going to start the process. We are in Protector's Enclave, and you want to go right next to Sergeant Knox. Sergeant Knox is right here, and the guild creation NPC is right next to Sergeant Knox. Now the requirements for making a guild are fairly easy. You need 5 total people, which is a full group, and all of those people need to be over the level of 15. Now once you have all those people gathered, how you want to do your rotation is going to be completely up to you. Do you want to have one person creating the guilds non-stop while one person continually goes into that fresh guild and donates the items, and then once they max out, do you want to start another one and rinse and repeat, or do you want everyone to just rotate while one person makes the guilds? Whatever technique that you and your friends come up with to suit your needs and your load times and the fastest way possible, that's completely up to you guys. So once you do have all 5 people gathered, then you will simply be able to come over here, and there will be a tab here that says create new guild. You'll simply name the guild whatever you want. You'll make the guild, and whoever is going will continually zone in into the guild hall and then donate their materials until they hit 30,000 guild marks. It's a fairly easy process, and we've been doing this for many years now. Alright guys, in this part of the video, this is for the people that are just starting the game, or depending on when you're actually watching this video, how to have actually obtained rock salt. Now if you were lucky enough and you were playing in mod 14 and you watched the video, which I'll link in the description just so you can always reference it, about buying the rock salt in mod 14 and bringing it over to mod 15, then I hope you did that process, and I hope you brought a lot of rock salt with you. But if we're further down the timeline here, and like I said, depending on when you're watching this video, and you need to know where you actually get rock salt from. Well, there is 4 places total where you can get rock salt. So here we are, we're in our workshop. Now, the first place is going to be irrelevant to some people, but I do want to include it in here, and that is buying new materials with currency. You can actually go down here and buy rock salt flat out for old material currency. It's right here. It's 8 tickets each. So if we go ahead and put in 9,999, or not 9,000, I'm sorry. I guess you can only buy 99 at a time, and that's 729. Now keep in mind, you need 15,000 rock salt per 30,000 guild marks. So if you were going to farm this for a very long time, this isn't a very valid option. I would stay away from this. I would not be buying rock salt for exchange currency. Now, the next option, of course, is your gathering tasks. So you want to make sure you're leveling up your gathering skill on as many characters as you possibly can. It's listed right here at level 29 gathering. So you can simply just gather this for free every day. Do it on as many tunes as you can, and once you obtain a significant amount of rock salt, then you can start the process of farming the guild marks. Now, the third way, of course, is obviously checking the auction house and seeing what the current prices are. So, rock salt on Xbox currently of filming this video is 1,000 rock salt equals 5 KAD. Now, you can do the math. Is this a good deal? Is this a bad deal? Depending on how the prices fluctuate down the road, and depending on when you're watching this video, you'll have to cross-reference all of that information and decide if the AH is the better route to go. Now, finally, you can simply buy the rock salt right from the vendor. So if we go down here, and rock salt is 2 silver each, and I believe you can only buy 99 of these at a time for 2 gold. So for a stack of 999, you're going to need 20 gold. So times that by 15, and you can see the math here. Now, obviously, most people are going to take the gathering route and farm the rock salt themselves. Unless you can get a good deal on the auction house, I would advise not paying the gold for it. Or if you still have exchange material credits, I would avoid that route as well. Alright guys, and when you have all that prep work done, you have all your rock salt gathered, you got your group gathered, you guys are ready to start making fresh guilds, go ahead and start the process. So it's going to take you 10 times, 10 guilds total to fill the coffer. Each coffer is going to hold 2,000 rock salt up until the 9th time, and on the 10th time you need around 1,000, a little less than 1,000. So in total, for 30,000 guild marks, we're just going to round up and say you need 15,000 rock salt to do this efficiently. Now, of course, if you're farming guild marks and it's a 2 times guild mark event, you can cut all of these times in half. So this is a pretty good method. This is the fastest method to do this. We've been doing this for a very long time, so I wanted to upgrade the video. And like I said, if you guys have any questions about this or concerns, go ahead and leave me a comment below. Alright guys, and a lot of people ask, well, you know what, Gar, so you had me save all this rock salt, or I accumulated all this rock salt, and now I turned it into guild marks. So now, what do I do with these guild marks? Where does the AD actually come into play? Well, your farming adventures are not quite done yet. Not only does it take time, investment, to farm the guild marks, but now you have choices to make. So we're here in the Stronghold, and we're over at the Professions vendor. Now most people already know that the maps are available right here under Scrolls. So we have the old maps, which are now 1,500 guild marks each. So you could buy 20 of these with 30,000 guild marks. Or you can move on to the newer ones, which are going to be the Bryn Shandor, Lonely Wood, and Cold Run, which are going to be 3,000 each, so you can buy 10 of these. Or you can go all the way to the end and get the River and Omu ones. Now, yes, you're going to get more of the old ones. Obviously, you could buy 20 of these compared to the 10 of these, but every individual is going to have to make the choice on what materials they want to farm. all of this stuff still sells. It's always going to sell. As long as there's still a Mastercraft market on all the platforms, then these materials are going to sell. So you guys are going to have to do your own market research depending on what platform you're on. If you're on PC, if you're on Xbox, if you're on PS4, they're all different economies, right? So like I said, you do have to put the research in. And then not only after you put all that time investment on farming X amount of guild marks, but then you're going to eventually have to farm these maps as well. So it is a very long and enduring process that you're going to have to go through, but ultimately you're going to be making buttloads of AD. So that is completely up to you. For instance, if we look at the Omu maps and the Obsidian is a possible drop out of this, well, if we look on Xbox currently, it looks like the one single Obsidian is going for roughly 14,000 AD. Now, if you're lucky enough to pull the +1 versions, 4 Obsidian +1s are going for about 73,000 AD. So basically, you're literally going to have to go and do the market research on all of these, see what catches your eye, see what people are buying, see what people are interested in, look at the prices, and see what is going to benefit you personally the best. Judging by what platform you're on, all three economies are different. So that is a basic rundown of the maps. Now, of course, if your guild is lucky enough to also just have the temporary structures, you can also profit from the temporary structures. So there is a plethora of ways that you can turn your guild marks into AD. Now, also keep in mind, if you are going to farm the maps, that you want to make sure that your guild does have the Explorer boon, and you should honestly save these until there's actually a double profession. That way you're going to maximize your profit margins. So that's going to end the video today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. If you weren't around back then, or you never saw that original video and you had no idea this has been going on for, 4+ years now, well, now you know, and you know the process on how to do it. Like I said, if you want to go back in time and watch that video, I'll leave a link of it in the description. If you guys have any questions on this process or what to do exactly, it's pretty self-explanatory at this point. If you are coming, depending on when we're watching this video, if you had the rock salt from mod 14 and you brought it with you into mod 15, then you know exactly how important this is now, and now you know what to do with that rock salt. I know that was the #1 question that I was getting was, okay, Gar, I'm coming from mod 15, I brought 500,000 rock salt with me, what the hell do I actually do with it? So hopefully this answers those questions. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, sometime down the future, if you're a new player and you want to start doing this, my biggest recommendation is that you need to farm rock salt via the gathering profession on as many toons as you possibly can. Gather all that rock salt up, wait until a double guild mark event actually comes around, and then start doing this process. That is how you're going to benefit the most, and that's what I would suggest you do. So that is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. That way you will always get notified when new content is posted on my channel. Toss a like on the video, I guess. I mean, sure, go for it. It doesn't matter to me. Toss a dislike on it, It doesn't matter. Whatever makes you happy, guys. That's all that matters. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next one.